The troubled relationship between the Abe family and the Korean peninsula is deeply rooted. Shinzo Abe's grandfather, Nobusuke Kishi, the former prime minister, was a Class A war criminal. Also, Yoshimasa Oshima, Abe's great-great-grandfather, was the one who threatened King Gojong in 1894. Yoshimasa Oshima, Japanese commander of the Oshima Combined Brigade, was seen invading Korea's Gyeongbok Palace in 1894 during the Donghak Rebellion and threatening Gojong, the last Korean king of the Joseon dynasty. A pupil of Yoshida Shoin who advocated the invasion of Korea, Oshima also oversaw Manchuria as Governor-General of Guangdong region, while Korean independence activist An Jung-geun assassinated Japanese Prime Minister Hirobumi Ito in 1909 and died in Rishon prison. Oshima was also the teacher of Hirobumi Ito and Terauchi Masatake, the ones who were involved in invading Joseon. After Japan's defeat in World War II, Japanese conservative forces were split into two groups. The group led by Shigeru Yoshida, who served as the 32nd Prime Minister, called on Japan to adopt the pacifist constitution and focus on economic development. Japan's post-war constitution was largely the work of the U.S., the victor of World War II. The basis of Japan's pacifist constitution is Article 9, which outlaws Japan's right to make war and rejects the right of belligerency. With the recognition of the United Nations, under Article 9 of the post-war constitution, Japan has the right to collective self-defense, however, cannot exercise it. The moderate conservatives acknowledge American hegemony and refuse to be tethered to the past. The other group led by Nobusuke Kishi, Abe's grandfather, Kishi served as 37th Prime Minister. He was imprisoned as a Class A war criminal after World War II before he was released by the U.S. government. He went on to play a key role in the Liberal Democratic Party. A native of Yamaguchi Prefecture, which was the base of Seikanron theory, he was nostalgic of the Imperial Japan and was constantly seeking to reclaim Japan's glory in Asia. Perhaps Shinzo Abe was born with a genetic urge to amend Japan's constitution and cause trouble with Korea. According to a book on Abe, which title roughly translates as Shinzo Abe, The Mask of Silence, the author, a Japanese journalist, said, Abe stood out from 1993 when he was elected to the 1st District of Yamaguchi Prefecture, while other first-term lawmakers humbly said in their victory speeches that they were inexperienced and would learn from senior lawmakers. Abe was quoted as saying he became a lawmaker to change the Japanese constitution and that he wants to establish an independent constitution that is not forced upon Japan by the United States. The Korean peninsula has been Abe's stepping stone for political gains. After Junichiro Koizumi, Nobusuke Kishi's close friend, became Japanese Prime Minister in 2001, Abe was chosen to serve as the Deputy Chief Cabinet Secretary. In 2002, when the first Japan-North Korea summit was held in Pyongyang, Abe accompanied Koizumi to the North Korean capital and raised the issue of Japanese abductees in the North, leading Japan's hardline North Korea policy. When he returned home, Abe was lauded for tackling the issue and rose to become the Secretary General of the Liberal Democratic Party. In 2006, at the age of 52, he became the Prime Minister of Japan. Shinzo Abe won general elections in December 2012, becoming the Prime Minister again in 5 years and 3 months. In July 2014, the Japanese government, led by Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, introduced a new interpretation of the Constitution which set the stage for exercising the right to collective self-defense. He won another term in October 2017 general elections and won another term in the Liberal Democratic Party's presidential election on September 20th, 2018, which was his third term as Prime Minister.